spins.
Jason.
Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jason from Jason's House of Fun and Video Games, bringing you today Thrift Time and Finds Volume 18. This is obviously one of the finds I had, and why this is something that's cool. I think it's for something in the kitchen, but I don't really care. I'm going to put this on a larger table that you saw, and I had to manipulate it in a weird way, so it kind of came out funny many videos ago. Green Ranger video, Green Ranger Mania, check it out. Anyway, this will make it a lot easier to be able to showcase. Pretty cool stuff. Only got it for a few bucks. Let me tell you something. When I say I've had a overload of stuff that I've gotten at the thrift the last few weeks, and it's just little things every day, and I said, where's all the stuff that I've gotten since, you know, all the nonsense happened with the house? If you haven't checked that out, the update from the house is a good one. And it's certainly popular for a lot of different reasons. Check it out. I completely forgot where I put everything because we were staying at a hotel for about 2 weeks and coming back and forth from the house and dealing with a lot of nonsense. But anyway, we're going to go over all those finds today. Super excited, so let's get right into it. So, where should I start? I'm going to start with something really interesting I got, I think, a couple days before all that nonsense happened. This right here is something awesome because it's a You Draw game tablet. And why is it awesome? Because I found the game at the thrift about a month ago. And now I could test it out and see if it works. When I actually get the game room back up and running, we're going to do that. But for now, we just get to look and admire it. I didn't think I was ever going to find one of these, and I said, oh shit, I actually did find one, so pretty cool. Anybody ever used this before? Let me know in the comments down below. And what do we got next? Well, we'll go over this one. Pretty rad. 15 bucks, not a bad deal. It did not come with any controllers or anything else for that matter. No power supply, no nothing. I checked it out. The door, you know, the tray has that issue where, so it's not terrible. It can work. It does turn on. But I'm just excited to have one of these again. I had one a long time ago, but mine overheated and then eventually fried. So I got a PlayStation 2 Slim, sold it, really regretted it years later and found another one. So excited to add this to the collection. Even if it doesn't work, I may be able to use it to make an experimental video. Do you see this though? Get this crap off of here real quick. I should have done this before, but we're not all about the preparing for the videos, because why would I do that? PS2. Look at that sign. Look at that symbol. That's just awesome. I like the original PlayStation 3 Fat Boy, they call it. Just like call this the PS2 Fat Boy, I guess. Even though it's kind of derogatory, but whatever. We're talking about video game systems, not making fun of somebody. But I really like the design on these. I wonder if the PlayStation 5 is going to have something similar to this. Just curious. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know. Let's see what else we got here. We got a whole bunch of stuff. And which way are we going to go? Let's go with a few cups to add to Cynthia's bone china collection. Wow, I got that right. Pretty cool. We put them in newspaper at the thrift so they don't break. Check these things out. I actually think they look really cool. And I believe this is from, I don't know, what is it from?
I believe that one's from Argentina.
No, Austria.
Right. Close, beginning with an A.
It's from Austria, so that's a pretty steep price point, but for all of the,
I think that's what we paid for all of them, though.
Yeah, I think we paid for a bunch of different ones like this. We had a couple other ones as well. I think, what was it, a milk one and a creamer or something like that. I don't know much about this stuff, but still pretty cool. Nice thing to add to the collection. I'm not going to go ahead and rip out like 30 of them, so that's a whole bag of bone china.
I like those ones because it has the double handle.
Nice. All right, so let's see what else we got here. We're going to leave that bag for last. And we've got ourselves some more Wii controllers. This was part of a Wii system that got picked apart at the Thrift. And I know it probably is in rough condition. I didn't even notice the rust on that, but we'll still try it out, see if it works. It's always good to have a backup. These things aren't hard or too expensive to find. I saw a Wii over the last week just sitting there with its, I don't know, Wii pad, and it had some other peripherals to it, and it's just been sitting there. I think somebody's just waiting for that thing to drop on half off day, because our half off days are not based on days, it's based on tag. So every day that tag changes, and it could be 50% or 25%. So that's at the local Thrift. Pretty cool stuff there. Let's go over some of the movies I've gotten. So these are not for me. They are for my kid Haley. So she's into anime and drawing. She's very artistic. I figure I'd have her get into something pretty cool. I've never seen these before. I don't really have any interest in it. One of these does miss one disc, which drives me up a wall. But still, it'll be something cool for her to have. And hey, who says no to free? Moving on. Cool and Crazy. Why did I get this? Well, if you didn't notice on the tag, you got some Blockbuster there. I love me some Blockbuster. So I probably seen this movie a very, very long time ago, but look who it is. It's one of the Jokers. The Jared Leto. How did everybody feel about the Suicide Squad? Ooh, that might be a touchy subject. Is it too soon? Anyway, also has Alicia Silverstone in it. She has some pretty good acting in most of her movies, so Clueless is a pretty good one. I know you probably wouldn't see me as a Clueless fan, but back in the 90s, things were pretty weird. Anyway, moving on. Species, The Awakening. You're going to ask yourself why? Well, one, it's got the Blockbuster tag on it, so I got it for historical value because there's only like maybe one or two in the whole United States, and they have nothing to do with the company. They're owned by, I think, private owners, so pretty cool. I've never seen this one before. I've seen 3 out of the 4, so Species is a pretty interesting look on the aliens, and I like the way that the aliens look when, you know, they are not humans, so pretty cool stuff there. And what do we got? We got some more horror here. So we've got Gamera the Invincible, Night of the Blood Beast, and Attack of the Giant Leeches. All 3 of these movies are from the 50s. Well, 2 are from the 50s, 1 from the 60s. All in black and white and about an hour long roughly. So I don't know much about these, but pretty excited to add some horror to the collection. Hold on one sec, because things are getting a little hectic here. Here we go again. Another movie, World Series 07, Rockies versus the Red Sox. Why am I interested in this? I was actually around to see the Red Sox win their first World Series championship in 2004. So that's a pretty cool year, and that was a pretty cool time, specifically for the fact the Red Sox won the World Series. So they won it a few different times. Just like to collect these things. Pretty cool stuff. Moving on. The Screamin Brain. I have no idea what this is, but it had Bruce Campbell in it, so pretty stoked. Anything I've seen Bruce Campbell in has been pretty good. Mostly know him from the Evil Dead series, and then he was in Burn Notice, which actually ended up being a pretty cool show. So, pretty good stuff right there. Here's a weird one. Ghost Rider. I've seen this. Am I a huge fan of it? It's okay. The CG in some parts of the movie are just not where it should be, but again, what are you going to do? I do like the story of Ghost Rider, so another thing to add to the collection. I'm pretty excited about it. So, and it's the 2-disc extended cut, so I'm curious on what the difference is. And we still got some more movies. Let's go. American Psycho. I don't think we need any introduction. If you're a horror fan, you either love this movie or you really dislike this movie. But It's very rare to see this version out there, the uncut version on DVD. I think the Blu-rays that have been released since then are only rated. So I haven't seen this in years. I think it's a pretty good film, and he is quite the actor, to say the least. Last but certainly not least, on the movies, The New York Ripper. What the hell is this? I don't know. It's a horror movie from the 80s. It's not rated, and it looks really gory. So, pretty excited to add that to the collection. One of the most controversial Italian horror films ever made, according to HorrorDVDs.com. So, we're going to have to check that out. I'd like to eventually get into doing some mini reviews on movies at some point. I know I did my first impressions on Halloween 2018 about a year ago, and I haven't really touched on it yet. We'll see what happens, but it's something I do have in the future plan. Let's go over some more great stuff. I don't got anything else, right? Cool. So, pick this up today. Dragon's Dogma Dark Ariser. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know much about it, but it is a PS3 game. I'm pretty excited about it. Excuse me, it's been a long day. And I don't know what kind of game it is, but I picked it up because it looked really cool. And that is that. Dragon Age Origins. Looks like another pretty cool game. It might be an RPG, but pretty excited to have it. It is complete. Discs look pretty good, so another PS3 game to add to the collection. And here's another interesting one. Lord of the Rings Legos. This is something I might want to play with my boy. He likes the Lego games. So, if not, something to add to the collection, but most likely we'll play that when we get a chance. And last but certainly not least, this one is a special one. And it's not because it's a PS2, because I already got one. Now I got 3. But what's inside this blew my mind. So I tested this in the game store. Yeah, tested in the game store. I tested it in the Thrift, and it turned on. I was like, oh, I'll try to open up the disc or whatever. And when I popped it out, I was like blown away. So I'm actually going to show that to you right now, because I'm super excited and never thought I would ever see this coming out of a PS2. Ah, Thrift, baby. So let's fire this thing up. Not prepared. Don't mind the lack of game room. It's a shit show.
Legit.
Okay. PS2 turns on. Turn that baby on. Makes all kinds of cool noises. Do you know what that is? That is Suikoden 2. That is an extremely rare PlayStation game. I believe it's on the PS1. I don't know if there's multiple discs. I don't see disc 1, 2, or 3 on there. But it's a legitimate copy, and I'm super stoked to have it. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I'm going to keep that bad Larry in there, because that is an extremely hard one to find. Now that distro works a little bit better. I think there's a couple of different ways that you can actually fix these. Sorry. So I'm going to use one of those as my experiment. Oh, that was awful. But hey, who can say they got a PlayStation 2 for $23 and it had Suikoden 2 in there? That's wild. Well, that is the extent of my gifts today to myself, and of course Cynthia. And I also got this as well. Why do I got a Goodwill tote bag? Well, I'm sick of having like 17,000 of these like little plastic bags, and they always rip. So I figure time to get the tote bag. So I grabbed 2 today. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of all the finds we got today? I was pretty excited with the ones I found today, which is really just this and maybe, I believe, a movie or 2 of the 3 of the movies. But I'm pretty excited with all the finds I've gotten over the last 2 weeks. I can finally showcase them, put them in holding, and wait for a long time until the game room gets rebuilt and remade. Hopefully in the next month or so, we should have a much better idea of an update on where that's going to go. So I'm pretty stoked. And if you haven't already, don't drop the AC adapters to PlayStation 2s, because that's not a very good idea, but whatever, what are you going to do? Please subscribe if you haven't already. 41. We're up to 41 now. We're going up. And I'm super excited. 41 kind folks out there that have decided to join the house of fun and video games. This little army we got going on. And it keeps growing every day. So I'm pretty super stoked about that. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell, because when you do, you can get these awesome videos of thrift time and finds, eBay time and buys, and another new series that I'll be coming out with tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited for as well. And you'll be the first one notified of it. And boom, you're in the video. You can go ahead and do what you got to do. Watch my video, comment, and go on with your merry lives. Anyway, this is Jason, Jason's House of Fun and Video Games, and I have no place to put all my stuff. So I'm going to put it in more totes, because I'm the tote man now. I've probably got more totes than any company has. I've got totes here, I've got totes there. Totes, totes, totes. Have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow for another installment of craziness. Let's get this game room back up, because I'm losing my mind. Do you work? You don't? Whatever. Have a good night. Peace!